We've all heard the hype about bone broth. Some call it the ultimate cure-all. But let me tell you the truth. While bone broth has its benefits, there are other foods that do far more for rebuilding muscle and stopping sarcopenia after 60. And the best part? They are simple, affordable, and already sitting in your local grocery store. I'm Dr. Evelyn Grace, and today I'm going to share the foods I recommend to my patients over 60 who are struggling with muscle loss. These are not exotic powders or expensive supplements. They are real, natural foods that nourish your body and help you stay strong, steady, and independent. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a list of everyday foods that can make a life-changing difference. Let's start with a reminder of why this matters. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, is not just about appearance, it is about independence. When your muscles weaken, everything gets harder. Getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, walking up a few steps, even keeping your balance, these are things most people take for granted until they start to slip away. But here's the good news. Your muscles never lose the ability to respond to good nutrition. Even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, the right foods can wake up your muscles, rebuild tissue, and restore strength. The first food that truly outshines bone broth when it comes to preserving muscle is cottage cheese. Now, if cottage cheese were bottled up in a shiny container with the words anti-sarcopenia formula written on it, it would probably be sold for a fortune. But instead, it sits quietly on the shelf in the dairy aisle, often overlooked, even though it's one of the most powerful and affordable foods you can eat for muscle health after 60. What makes cottage cheese unique is its protein. It's not just protein, it's a specific type called casein. Unlike whey, which digests quickly, casein breaks down slowly and steadily, delivering a continuous stream of amino acids over 6 to 8 hours. That's like setting up an intravenous drip of nutrition for your muscles, but in the form of a simple food. This slow release is exactly what your body needs at night, when it shifts into repair mode. Think of it this way. If you go to bed without protein, your body runs out of fuel within a couple of hours and begins to break down its own muscle tissue during the long fasting hours. But if you eat cottage cheese before bed, your body has a steady supply of the building blocks it needs. Instead of breaking down, your muscles rebuild. That's how you stop nighttime muscle loss and wake up stronger. And it's not just the protein. Cottage cheese also provides calcium, which keeps your bones sturdy, and B vitamins, which fuel your energy production. It even contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your brain relax and promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. So you're not only supporting your muscles, you're also setting yourself up for a better night's rest, which is just as important for recovery. The best part? It's incredibly easy to make it enjoyable. Don't like the plain taste? Stir in some blueberries for antioxidants, sprinkle cinnamon for flavor, or add flaxseed or chia for extra omega-3s and fiber. Some of my patients even enjoy it savory, mixed with chopped tomato and a touch of black pepper. A half cup before bed, however you like it, can be one of the simplest but most effective health habits you add to your routine. Now let's move on to a food that couldn't be more different in flavor and texture, but is just as powerful. Lentils. Lentils are one of the most underrated and overlooked foods in the entire grocery store. They've been a staple in cultures around the world for centuries, but here in the West, they're often dismissed as boring or plain. That couldn't be further from the truth. These tiny legumes are absolute powerhouses of nutrition, especially for seniors who want to fight muscle loss without breaking the bank. Just one cooked cup of lentils gives you around 18 grams of protein. That's 3 times more protein than a single egg. And unlike many other plant proteins, lentils bring so much more to the table. They're loaded with iron, which supports oxygen delivery to your muscles, and potassium and magnesium, which help regulate muscle contractions and keep cramps away. Plus, they're full of fiber, which supports digestion, keeps blood sugar stable, and feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. This is important because so many older adults struggle with unstable blood sugar. High spikes and sudden crashes don't just affect your energy, they can accelerate muscle breakdown. Lentils, with their slow-burning carbohydrates and protein, prevent those swings and give your body steady fuel throughout the day. That means more energy, better recovery, and fewer of those mid-afternoon slumps. Another big advantage of lentils is how gentle they are. For seniors dealing with dental issues, weak appetite, or slow digestion, lentils are a gift. They're soft, easy to chew, and easy to prepare. And they adapt to whatever flavor you like. Hearty soups, warm salads, spiced stews, or simple rice and lentil dishes. A single bag of dried lentils can last for weeks, making them one of the most affordable and accessible sources of muscle-building nutrition available. I often tell my patients, don't underestimate the simple foods. Eggs, chicken, or even powders may get the spotlight, but a bowl of lentils can quietly do just as much, if not more, when it comes to preserving strength, stabilizing energy, and keeping you independent as you age. Now, here comes a true game changer: sardines. Yes, those tiny little fish in a can. I know many people wrinkle their nose or dismiss them as old fashioned, but let me tell you, sardines are one of the most nutrient dense, muscle friendly foods on the planet. A single small tin gives you over 20 grams of high quality protein, which is more than many protein shakes, but in a form your body recognizes instantly. And it's not just about the protein. Sardines are loaded with omega 3 fatty acids, the healthy fats that reduce inflammation, support blood flow, and keep your joints moving smoothly. This is especially important after 60, when stiffness and circulation problems can creep in. Omega 3s also benefit your heart and even your brain, making sardines one of the most well rounded foods you can eat. But here's what makes sardines truly unique. Unlike most fish, they're eaten whole, bones, skin, and all. And that's where so much of the magic lies. Those tiny bones are rich in calcium, giving your skeleton the reinforcement it needs to stay strong. The skin and connective tissue are packed with natural collagen, which feeds your joints and ligaments. So with every bite, you're not just fueling your muscles, you're protecting your bones and connective tissues at the same time. It's a full body food. And let's not forget the convenience: no cooking, no prep, no cleanup. Just open the can and you've got instant muscle nutrition. You can spread sardines on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon, toss them into a crisp salad, or mash them with olive oil and herbs for a quick spread. They're affordable, shelf stable, and ready whenever you are. For my patients who are serious about preserving muscle and independence, sardines are often the food that surprises them most, but also the one they thank me for introducing into their diet. Now let's move on to another powerhouse: plain Greek yogurt. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary snack, but Greek yogurt is so much more. 1 cup delivers around 20 grams of protein, most of it coming from whey protein. Unlike casein, which digests slowly, whey protein is fast digesting. That means it gets into your muscles quickly, making Greek yogurt the perfect food to enjoy after light activity, gardening, or physical therapy, when your muscles are like sponges, ready to soak up nutrients. What I love most about Greek yogurt is how easy it is to personalize. Add a handful of berries, and suddenly you've packed in antioxidants to fight inflammation. Sprinkle on some walnuts or almonds, and you've added healthy fats to protect your heart and boost your brain. Mix in a spoonful of chia seeds or flaxseed, and you've just given your body omega 3s and fiber that support digestion and joint health. With just a few simple toppings, Greek yogurt transforms into a complete muscle building meal in a bowl. And here's something else that makes it special. Unlike sugary snacks or processed desserts, Greek yogurt actually keeps you full and satisfied. Its unique combination of protein and probiotics helps regulate your blood sugar, curb cravings, and support a healthy gut. And when your digestion works better, everything else, your energy, your mood, your recovery, improves too. For seniors trying to fight sarcopenia, Greek yogurt is one of the easiest wins. It's affordable, versatile, gentle on the stomach, and powerful enough to keep your muscles nourished day after day. Of course, no conversation about muscle-supporting foods would be complete without talking about eggs. For years, eggs were given a bad reputation, often linked to cholesterol worries. Many older adults were told to limit them or avoid them entirely. But now we know better. Eggs are actually one of nature's most complete, balanced protein sources. Each egg contains all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks your muscles absolutely require to repair and grow. On top of that, they deliver vitamin D, which strengthens bones and supports hormone balance, and choline, a nutrient that sharpens memory, coordination, and nerve signaling. It's a perfect little package designed by nature to nourish the entire body. What I love about eggs is how incredibly versatile and gentle they are. They can be boiled, scrambled, poached, or made into omelets in just minutes. 2 soft-boiled eggs with a sprinkle of salt can be the start of a strong morning. Scrambled with spinach, mushrooms, or tomatoes, they create a nutrient-rich breakfast that fuels you for hours. And when paired with vegetables or whole grains, they become a true foundation for fighting muscle loss. Not just a snack, but a full, balanced meal. I often remind my patients that eggs are not only muscle builders, but also budget-friendly and easy to digest. For seniors who have a lower appetite or struggle to prepare complicated meals, eggs are a reliable, everyday option that never disappoints. Another powerful and often overlooked food is tuna. Canned tuna might not seem glamorous, but it is one of the most practical and affordable ways to get high-quality protein and healthy fats into your diet. Just 1 can provides a generous dose of lean protein, enough to give your muscles the amino acids they need for repair, plus a rich supply of omega 3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are crucial because they reduce inflammation, ease joint stiffness, and improve circulation. For seniors, that means less pain, smoother movement, and better recovery after activity. If you've ever struggled with achy knees or stiff hips, the omega-3s in tuna can make a noticeable difference. And here's the beauty: tuna is ready to use anytime. No need for long cooking or complicated recipes. Mix it with olive oil, lemon, and herbs for a light salad. Combine it with beans or lentils for a hearty, protein packed dish, or enjoy it simply in a sandwich with whole grain bread. It's a pantry staple I always recommend because it gives you strength building nutrition that's easy, quick, and accessible to everyone. Finally, let's not forget about a food that almost feels too simple to be powerful: peanut butter. Many people think of it as a child's food, but the truth is, natural peanut butter is a muscle preserving secret weapon for seniors, especially for those who are struggling with appetite or unintentional weight loss. Peanut butter delivers plant-based protein, healthy monounsaturated fats, and calorie density, all in a small, satisfying spoonful. That makes it incredibly useful for older adults who might not eat large meals but still need fuel to protect their muscles. Sometimes the difference between losing and maintaining muscle is simply getting enough calories, and peanut butter helps close that gap in a healthy way. It's also versatile. Spread it on whole grain toast for a quick breakfast. Stir it into warm oatmeal for added creaminess and nutrition. Pair it with apple slices or banana for a simple snack that's both sweet and muscle friendly. And because it's calorie dense, even a spoonful here and there makes a meaningful difference. Of course, the key is choosing the natural kind, just peanuts and maybe a little salt. No added sugars, no hydrogenated oils. That way, you're getting the real benefits without the hidden extras. For many of my patients, peanut butter is the food that makes healthy eating feel enjoyable again. It's comforting, tasty, and nostalgic, yet deeply supportive of the body's needs after 60. So here's the takeaway: bone broth has its place, but when it comes to truly fighting sarcopenia and rebuilding strength after 60, there are other foods that deliver more. Cottage cheese, lentils, sardines, Greek yogurt, eggs, tuna, and peanut butter, all of them offer real protein, real nutrients, and real support for aging muscles. The key is not perfection, but consistency. Adding these foods into your routine little by little can make the difference between feeling weak and unstable or strong, steady, and confident. Your body is still capable of building muscle. It just needs the right fuel. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and join me each week as we explore natural, effective ways to stay strong and independent at every stage of life.